Hey YouTube, it's Blizzard Warrior here, deck profile. Doing Dark Worlds. I know it's pretty much everybody's new deck profile, but I thought I'd get my sharing what my build is. My deck is more of a control because it focuses on getting the big monsters out and sacking them off from the viruses and such. But yeah. Three graph at the start. He's your main beater in the deck, and he's your main focus as a beater monster. He's really easy to get out. You just summon Dark World, bounce back to your hand, get him on the field. Three snows. He is your Walk Cobra of the deck, or he is your Searcher of the deck. When he's discarded, you add any Dark World card to your hand that spells, traps, monsters, whatever. As long as it has Dark World in the name, you can add it to your hand. Three Gates of Dark World. This is standard for any deck. It's not needed in Dark Worlds, but it gives them the extra 300 points of damage, and it gives you that discard engine that you really want. So, I like Gates of Dark World at 3. Three Drag Down to the Grave. People have been telling me to run two Dark World dealings and running three Dark World dealings and only two Drag Downs, but I find that Drag Down works better at 3 because I get the discard effect plus I get to put a card from my opponent's hand that I don't want them to have in the grave. And it also lets me get to see their hand. So, three Drag Downs work. Um, two gold. He's a 23 meter, goes up 26. He's a viable target for both Deck Devastation and Eradicator Epidemic viruses. And again, bounce to hand for Grapha, discard for the gate or whatever. Same reason for two Silva. You're not really going to be focusing on getting their second effects off, but they work pretty well as far as fodder for the viruses and fodder for Grapha. Two Brows, that's pretty standard. It's draw power, and it's an additional normal summon to bounce out of your hand. So, two Brows is good. Uh, two Bronze. I tech this guy in because he'll become that 2100 beater that will let me run over Ryo or run over Doomcow if I need to. Although Doomcow will probably be a problem because he goes 22. But this guy lets me run over Ryo, lets me run over beaters and all that stuff. So, and he's just like, summon, return to hand, special Grapha. If I have my skill drain face up, which I'll show you in a second, but two Brow works pretty well. Two Beast King Barbaros. This guy is fodder for two cards. He is fodder for trade in, and he is fodder for skill drain. Because with skill drain out, he stays 3,000 and he can wreck your opponent. So, and also with trade in, he's level 8, so you can toss him to draw 2. Two Dark World dealing. Obviously, you would decide that out against the mirror match. But draw one card, discard one card, get your Dark World effects off. Two trade-ins. You have three Graphas and two Barbaros. This also is a good draw engine for the deck if you can get the combos off a lot quicker than you think than you hope. Two Mind Crush. It works both ways. You hit your opponent's hand or you hit your own hand, which is good if you have Dark Worlds. If you open up Dark World heavy with crushes, then it's good. Two Deck Devies. This will hurt a lot of the decks out there right now because agents rely on Earth to keep themselves alive and keep their engine going. And if they don't have Earth, then they don't have a tuner to synchro with or anything. Venus loses the Shine Balls. Plants die. Samurais don't have Kagekis or Kagamushis to go off with. And it's another way to let you see your opponent's hand if you want to hit him with the next virus or hit him with a Mind Crush. Eradicator. This is a very deadly card in this deck because you can go drop off a Silva with Gates on field. He'll come back out with 26, and if your opponent tries to go bottomless, you can go Chain Eradicator, call trap cards, or call spell cards, depending on the format. But depending on the deck you're facing, but this card really wrecks decks. Against heroes, if you call spells with this, they lose because Eradicator is just so good. Another Technomatic Skill Drains. This is a control version of my deck. Skill Drain, pay 1,000 life points, cards don't get their effects on the field. The Dark World's effects activate in the grave, so Skill Drain doesn't touch them. But since a lot of monster effects resolve on the field, um, Skill Drain will stop all that. And it works with Barbaros, picking him 3k. One beige, because he's instant discard fodder, and you go normal summon, bounce for Grapha. Again, fodder for Grapha, it's really good to have level 4 in the hand, which is why he's good. One Allure, staple in any dark deck. One card destruction, staple. Monster Reborn, staple. Dark Hole, staple. And Heavy Storm, staple. Move on to the extra deck. We're running 2 Utopias because you can easily go Brawn Beige with it. So, and Utopia has helped me out in a lot of duels. It saved me a lot. But yeah, it's really good. One Stardust Dragon, one Black Rose, and one Mistworm. Just staple Synchro Monsters, just in case I can get that Monster Reborn, that tuner out. And then rank 5, Adrius, Keeper of Armageddon. I'm trying to get a Tyrus right now, but Adrius is really good because you can really hurt people running him because they'll have face-up monsters they can't get over it. And he becomes 29 with the field. As far as side decks go, 2 Light Mirrors, obviously that's against Agents, Light Sworns, anything light fodder. I beat Fableds up with it, so it's good. 2 Debunks. This is good against Machinas, Mirror Match, anything like that. Debunk is just an overall, it's a really good card. DD Crow, probably one of the best side deck cards this format. So much stuff revolves around the graveyard, so you gotta have the Crows. The Crows are just so good. 2 GB Hunters, because GBs are a real problem for this deck. And the next 3 also coincide with it. But GB Hunters, they stop GBs dead in their tracks if I can get them onto the field quickly enough. And I like them. 3 Dark World Lightning. Dark World Lightning is inside deck to get rid of GB's Chariots, because the Chariots are just really, they're horrible, and they are not a Dark World's best friend. So 3 Lightnings, and besides they run a lot of traps, so there's that. 1 Burial, just in case I run into a macro deck. Honestly, I was contemplating running one Iron Wall and siding out one of my gates, just in case, because Iron Wall prevents macro from going off. But I mean, Burial works better because I have the fodder for it. And 3 MST. I don't feel that MST needs to be main decked because it's just a really slow card. If you have it set on the field, you can bait out their MSTs and then you can chain it and hit. You can chain it and hit theirs. But other than that, it's just a side deck card. If your opponent plays back row heavy, I end up siding the Lightnings and the MSTs. That way I have back row hates like crazy. I end up hitting Warnings or Solemns with these. And I've had people, I go Lightning your back row and they go chain Solemn to it. So I win the duel a whole lot quicker because they don't want me getting a discard. Anyway, that's my Dark World deck profile. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Peace out.